Hi. So I haven't done a lot of readings lately because I've been doing like personal reads over in Final Fantasy, like I tend to do a lot. So, um, uh, but do you know what? Because I have a couple of these Oracle decks, right? And they really have like some of these strong. They have like a lot of spoopy they have a lot of spoopy like themes kind of, and since Halloween is coming up, I thought it would be really cute to do like a Halloween read. So oh look, I was gonna I also put this light over here so you guys can see these better. This Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch and Sewer Mermaid. Dude, I really like these cards. The only thing is that they're so big that like they're kind of almost too big for my hands. But I guess I can just do the prayer. I don't always do a prayer before reads. Like you see a lot of readers doing reads, and I don't always do them. But Spirit just protect us as I explore these energies, and So, I'm gonna start with the Dark and Light deck. We're gonna get a couple cards for like a basic message, and then I'll like kind of go over it with some of these other decks. This. No. All right. But bottom of the deck, we have the Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift, which I kind of love this because I was actually just recently watching a read from a couple people, and they all been talking about these shifts about to go on. Well, it's also really interesting because our first card out is the Three Witchy Sisters. So I've had a lot of readings lately where these ladies keep popping up. So let's go see what their story is about. So we have a group of 3 witches, which isn't that applicable because it's that time of year, right? We also have the Faceless Ghost and the Haunted Girl. So you know what's really interesting about what I really like happening here already is like there is a certain duality between these cards. Look. So they're both like, it almost looks like both like a group of 3. So you have on the witchy sister, you have the one open, right? And then you have the one open in the middle. And then on this one, you have the 2 with their eyes closed. And on this, where the 2 with their eyes closed are actually just ghosts. It makes you wonder if whoever these 3 are, like maybe the power of 3. So the power of the 3, they've been dealing with ghosts. You know what this is kind of reminding me of? I don't know if you guys have listened to readings in other collectives, but there have been a lot of readings about people playing in the graveyards with the graveyard dirt, and these like 3 who like they wouldn't stay out of the graveyard. So now the ghosts of the people who they wouldn't stay out of there. So now they're like following them. We also have the Sea Beacon Fairy out here that usually talks about guidance, but where will it lead you? So like, and this makes me feel like all of them were following this girl, but this person, even though they were leading them, they were basically like the blind leading the blind. Like how these have like no open eyes. It was almost like the blind leading the blind. Even though in this particular deck, there is a card for the clairvoyant winged seer, and it's the same person, right? So like it would seem like this person in particular should have known, and they should have been a great person to lead this group, since they have so much they had spiritual gifts, they had sacred sight, they should have been able they should have been able to see and to know. But for some reason, they just were committed, so obsessed and committed to doing this thing they couldn't stop, and they have persuaded these other participants to go along with their scheme. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eclipse Mermaid, which is always talking about a powerful energy shift, which if they've been doing this and they wouldn't stop, so this powerful energy shift is coming in because it's going to force them to stop. So, and this Clockwork Pumpkin, see, like, this is like one of the cards that's the reason why I wanted to use this deck for a general read. And this one talks about how, like, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. But I think, like, this card is, like, upside down because I think these others who were following her are about to have a moment where they're going to realize, like, so this eclipse energy is going to come in and it's going to show them that, like, what this person was on about was, like, not it, you know? And then this one is, like, saying that, like, you know, they're going to have that aha moment, but it's not going to be wondrous news. Oh, and look, I remember I was just talking about the winged seer, and here she is. So she was that middle girl, but she's coming up upside down. So she's like the person that, see, what did I just say? I said she should have been able to see it, but for whatever reason, she was just really caught up and hell-bent in the middle of all of this. And so she couldn't see it. Yeah, she could. Whoever is the ringleader for this group of people, like, she was obsessed and got everybody. She basically was like a ringleader, and she kind of was instigating and stirring the pot and got everybody all worked up into a frenzy. And then, you know, she got everybody going on this, only except that, like, so, like, what she was on, the aha moment in the sea beacon, these two together are saying that everybody involved are all going to find out what this person is really on. So whatever this person was hiding from everybody else in terms of, like, their motives and what they were really on, it's going to be laid bare for everybody to see, and they are not going to be able to stop it because that eclipse energy is here. And then we have Violet Duchess so see, when I pick them up like this, they're actually upside down for me. And so we have Violet Duchess here who talks about being stifled, bored, and stuck, but it's upside down. So, like, this person, you know, they started doing this because they were just bored, and they wanted, in the beginning, they started off for wanting something to do. But somewhere along the way, they just couldn't stop. And now we have out here trick-or-treating. So whoever they've been doing this to, this person's ancestors are here, and they're totally getting involved, and they're going to expose this person. They cannot stop it. And then this talks about releasing your power, but it's upside down. So they're gonna be powerless to stop it because three fates are here, and what goes around comes around. You know, everything they wanted for somebody else, all the spell casting they've been doing, everything that they've taken graveyard dirt to do to somebody else is now going to come back to them, and it's now come back around. You know, so whatever they wish for somebody, if they wanted somebody to be dead, jobless, lose all their money, whatever they wanted to happen to somebody else, it's going to happen to them. So let's see what else Spirit has to say. But I'm about to split the deck to shuffle, and I open on the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past. So this is all like, so whoever this ringleader, I don't know, what do we want to call them? Like a false leader or a bad leader? Like, whoever the ringleader is in this group, like, dude, everybody is gonna regret having followed them. I can tell you that right now. And then what goes around comes around. So, but you know, even though this main person got everybody to go, everybody who participated at any degree or level and helped them do this are gonna, this three fates is gonna come back to all of them, because like it's gonna come back because like they participated in something, you know. So yay. As I was splitting the deck, I keep seeing Sacred Beetle Armor or in a Loyal Guardian. So I feel like whoever's ancestors these are that showed up, they're like, all right, you've been given a special armor in the spirit world to protect you from whatever magic they were doing. And there's a Loyal Guardian. So I do feel like this Loyal Guardian is possibly one of these like ancestors. It may and or also be like a guardian angel spirit that's been sent. And it says Hedgehog Love, positive, uplifting new friends. Which is positive, uplifting new friends is coming in. I think that's part of that Eclipse Mermaid. This mermaid has said, like, all these people who are following this person, they need new friends too. Yes. And Brother Raccoon, it says a safe place for you to go. So, like, you know, there's a lot of ancestral energy coming in for whoever they were doing this against. If they were doing it against more than one person, if you've been included in part of the group, just know that your ancestors are here. Oh, and now we also have another Wolf Moon Spirit saying that I will watch over you. So, you know, these people have absolutely no chance. There is no shot that anything they were doing is going to work. You know, you need to stop and heed wise counsel. You need to she's saying, see, you see, heed wise counsel and listen. Because everything I'm telling you right now is big factoroos, okay? Like, whoever they were, anybody they did this to is coming back to them. The more people, oh, Kitsune is here saying, I will show you who you can trust. Yes, you know what? There's way too much spiritual protection out here, and what they were doing is not going to, it's, whatever they thought they were doing, it's not going to be that way. No way. Because my life is sweet and your life is sweet, and, you know, there's way too much divine energy out here protecting us. So I'm actually not going to shuffle out too many of these because I feel like the message is in the shuffling. That happens with me a lot. Ooh, but the card that came out is Black Cat. See, this is the magic. Lost magic and atonement and rebalance. There is nice. Hi, Diana. So yeah, you know what? It talks about lost magic and atonement. So now all these other witches that joined in on this, you know, they're being affected by this because now they're going to have like their altars and ability to cast are going to be affected because they participated in this. So, we also have the Quetzalcoatl and the Priestess of Time. It says the time has come and the time to act is now. So it's like, yeah, so these people are totally going to be caught up for this. And then, and like, this is the second card to say this, like, Dragonfly Mermaid, which usually talks about great news, and this is also upside down. So this is two cards talking about whoever this person is, they're about to get terrible news. Oh my God. So whoever is the ringleader for all this mess that I've just tapped into, it's like whoever was behind all this graveyard magic and these, like, oh, yeah. Okay, so whoever was the person they were targeting, if you've been targeted recently by a bunch of witches for what seems like little to no reason just because they were bored and have too much time on their hands, Spirit is saying shift your focus because resources are coming. Your ancestors are here. There's tons of divine protection. You have sacred beetle armor. Says wait and see what happens. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. That means there's divine intervention coming and what is about to happen. Oh, look, Spirit says absolutely. Yep. Oh man, I feel like this is totally gonna end up being get your popcorn. If you've been feeling like you've been mistreated and are targeted by people. Oh, ask more questions. So, like, if you feel like you're being targeted by people, go ahead and start asking. So you don't even have to accuse anybody of anything to begin with. Like, you can even just start off with like, asking. Oh, look, when you said that, I put it in there as a maybe. It says manager fired me after restaurant gang stalked me. Oh wow. So um you should definitely ask more questions about your situation, because I bet that means that, like, if you ask around more to people that knew. Oh, all right, never mind, you shouldn't. Because I said maybe you should ask around more, and Spirit's like, no, 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 they don't need to do that. So sorry. Oh, wow, I was about to tell you something, and right away, Spirit's just like, dude, don't tell them that. Oh, because circumstances are changing. So you have circumstances are changing. Hey, since you're in the live chat, do you want to ask like something? Because I have the should and shouldn't I deck. So this has a lot of like yes, no, maybes and stuff like that. What's this? Oh. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up, I think. Oh, a potential job. I want to ask a love question. I actually have a love deck. Hold on, let me grab it. All right, I have it. I bought this off of Etsy. It's called A Language of Love. But I've had pretty good readings with this. So if you want to go ahead and ask your question, and then I'll go ahead and we'll ask Spirit. So you have a potential job lined up, but we want to ask a love question. Okay, go ahead with the love question. Yes, go ahead, and then so I'm going to use my LOL deck. Ooh, which as I I split on give it time. I wonder. Ooh, and the other side says harmony. Give it time. Don't rush. Watch this person. Oh, wait this person out. Allow time to reveal to you who they truly are, wearing a mask, and see where things are headed. Pay close attention to the signs. The love question is my best friend is straight, but I am a lesbian. But she has feelings for me. Oh, okay. Well, okay, but what's the actual question? Because this is just information so far. I feel like this isn't a question yet. Trust. You're being told to have faith. You can rely on them, not searching for something to find, having confidence in your partner, freedom to express yourself authentically, and being consistent in actions. So, well, what are we actually asking about? Because, look, compromise and trust. So, maybe if your friend is straight but also has feelings for you, then maybe they're willing to make a compromise for some of it because they feel like they can trust you, so they're willing to try something. All right, Spirit. So, Spirit, what is this one? It says soul ties. So apparently your friend does have a soul tie to you. Compromises come out again. So, but their honesty came out upside down. So this is showing me that like your friend has a lot of trust in you, and she has a soul tie with you. In order for her to do this, she would have to make a compromise. But something in this, either there's something you're not being honest about. I don't know if it's with me, with her, or her with you. So one of you guys is having an honesty issue. Sometimes honesty when it comes out like this is not necessarily a lie, but it's like somebody, maybe one of you guys is not keeping it 100%. Or you know what? Because it says on this card, the truth will set you free. So speak your mind and say what you feel and telling the truth. So maybe like, I wonder if she's not telling you the truth behind what she really has to compromise. This is, I'm getting the feeling that this soul tie that they have to you is really important to them. So maybe they are exploring conceptually like compromises they could make that they feel comfortable with. Oh, she wants a baby. Let me try that. Spirit. Should she help her friend have a baby? Let's see. It says, don't commit at this time. So like when Spirit says this is not telling you no, don't do it, but it's saying wait. And I remember like earlier when I was shuffling, it said ask more questions. So I feel like, you know what? Maybe that's part of this compromise too. You know what? You're willing to do this stuff to help this person. So like maybe you guys can come to a compromise where it's like, okay, well, it's not that you're not willing to help do this, but maybe, oh, we'll see. And then the resources are coming is upside down this time. So it's like, I don't think she's going to be able to get the resources to do this on her own. What's that say? Oh yeah, and I just said that. Spirit's like, yeah, possibly, yeah, this. Oh, well, wait, let's ask Spirit. Okay, so if she shouldn't do it right now, should she pursue this with this person? Oh, so it says, yes. So I do feel like, if this feels like a developing love situation, and at the bottom it says absolutely. So, this could be a potentially still developing love situation for you, even though she is straight. I would probably not. I wouldn't be too hung up on the straight or not straight part because, it seems like this soul tie here and the fact that they trust you, like with trust being out here, I feel like this is really important because trust is hard to come by, especially nowadays, like modern society with like Twitter and it's everybody's on like a million dating apps, and there's so many things that go on in modern society that can make somebody feel like that it can make them feel like uh that it's not easy to trust people. So if they trust you and even already you guys are discussing possible solutions to something that's like really important to her. So now the harmony is upside down, and that's probably because of her being straight. Now healthy love is sideways. So it's like I feel like it's this is like there is healthy love here, and this relationship probably needs more balance, but we did see that honesty card out here. So this is kind of making me feel, and I felt this when I saw that before, is that I do feel that whoever this person is for you, I feel like there's a significant truth that they haven't told you about yet. So I don't feel that it's necessarily that they're lying. It's just there is some fact and or piece of information that they haven't told you about yet. So I'm not sure what kind of wrinkle this is in their whole situation, but there is something on their side that they haven't revealed yet. But they trust you. So it seems to me that like if they trust you with everything else, they should also be willing to open up and share whatever this other thing is that they're hiding. So, because like if you guys are going to get into a relationship, it's really important at the start of any relationship that there is mutual honesty, They feel they can trust you, so they also need to practice a behavior that allows you to be able to trust them as well, because your feelings matter and you're coming into this with a healthy love. So, this person also needs to be even as well. Yeah, she's sending me love songs. Well, some people really get into the whole love bombing, and there's really not anything wrong with that per se. So, it could or couldn't be, but I feel like in this situation it's probably okay. So, I don't know. So that's it, but I don't see anybody else here with any other questions, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And then I feel like I'm still going to do another reading just with the I'm going to do another general read just with the cuz I didn't feel like pre-recording it cuz then I have to record it in another program and I didn't want to do that. So like I don't have good editing skills to go in and do all this other fancy stuff. So I'm kind of like super amateur, just working on this. So I need to learn how to do more things with YouTube so that my streams can be better and have a little bit more polish to them, I suppose. So, here, hold on, let me turn off this light. Yeah, all right. Well, I just had the extra light there so that people could see the cards better. Yeah, these cards, I also got these off of Etsy, and these are made, like, this material is super bendy. They don't get warped easy, so if they get a little bit wet or something spills on them, they'll retain their condition. This was like somebody made that. We're blooming where we are. I love that. That's awesome. That's so fantastic. I love that kind of, I'm really trying to work on that for me, like this blooming wherever you're planted. It's like, okay, well, it's like you can be planted on the back of the house, side of the house. People can sit there and split hairs over where they think the garden is best placed in the yard. But while they're arguing about it, there's plenty of meadows and forests all over the planet that are growing their own wildflowers, So, yes. So I'm going to go ahead. Thank you for jumping in on the live. That's so awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I big appreciate you. And have a great evening. It's like 4 a.m. here, so I don't know if it's late where you are, but if not, have a great night.